So, people, we're going to have to address the elephant in the room when it comes to Frank Castle. There are many people that completely just undermine what this character is supposed to be. He is, unlike what many people would think, is a very intelligent character, not just the gun-toting, "Har har, more power, big gun." So, bottom line, let's dive into the character a little bit. As far as what Marvel Comics says, it's quite well known that he was a prior service Marine. That being said, what did he do in the Marine Corps? Well, certain things to take into consideration as far as his training. Well, Frank Castle definitely has extensive training and knowledge when it comes to firearms and ordnance. For those of you who do not know what ordnance is anything that goes boom, where a bullet may have your name on it. Piece of ordnance says to whom it may concern. So, moving on from his weapons training, the guy has also had extensive training in martial arts from Krav Maga, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. He's also done a lot of cross training with people like the Navy SEALs, Green Berets from the Army, and many other groups, including, more than likely, people within our coalition force. So, that being said, that right there is a key factor as to what this guy did in the Marine Corps, which Netflix also kind of pressed on that a little bit with John Bernthal. So, you have to think about it. You're cross assigned and trained with Navy SEALs, spec warfare type stuff like that. So, more than likely, you're cross assigned to a Marine group known as MARSOC, which is the Marine Corps Special Operations Command, right? MARSOC. So, when you are a MARSOC Marine, um, door kicking, reconnaissance, stuff like that, from intel gathering, forward observation work, kill teams. Yeah, Frank Castle has a extensive resume that many people don't really bother to explore. This includes also knowing how to properly pack a chute, jump out of planes, cover and concealment, even with the way the guy makes his approaches in many of the well-renowned comics, the guy is very methodical with how he lures the enemy out. So keep in mind, this guy has a boatload of training under his belt. Now, personality wise, this is where a lot of writers, and sorry to say, a lot of people screw up on this. And especially given the political BS that's been surrounding the character with law enforcement and militia types wearing the skull, I personally don't care. Wear what the hell you want. All that being said, I've come across many people that say that first responders and military types and civilians shouldn't relate to this character. Well, a lot of the reasons why military and law enforcement relate to this character is because Frank Castle, when he was originally written, was supposed to represent the broken system. And he was pretty much a byproduct of that broken system, a broken man, if you will, of somebody that saw the failures of the system and wanted to right a lot of wrongs. You are talking about a character that is suffering from PTSD, not just from the military, but PTSD of losing his family from violent criminals, people that constantly fall through the cracks. So, if you were to look at his mindset, the guy's hurting. Psychologically, this guy is a wellspring of pent up emotion, which comes out in homicidal aggression. And that is something that many people don't want to touch on because of just how touchy of a subject that is. So, guy's a character who operates on trauma. Very similar to the character of Red Hood. I mean, like, you got a kid that was beaten to death by the fucking Joker and raised by Ra's al Ghul from the freaking dead. Now, different trauma, but relatable characters in the fact that they are very similar. So, again, how would somebody who is a very, very highly trained individual react when you take away the one thing that grounded him in society, that calmed his mind? that gave him a escape from the horror that he experienced when he was in the military. You're going to create a very, very vicious monster if that individual decides to go down that path. So, all that being said, people wonder why military and law enforcement relate to this character. Well, here it is. I even got friends who are EMTs that relate to the character because you have to think about it. Again, the character is a trauma ridden individual. So you take people that can relate to that trauma, can relate to wanting to lash out, people that can even relate to recognizing a broken system and wanting to do what they can to fix it. Yeah, you're going to have you're going to have people that relate to these characters. So there's nothing bad with relating to the character. And for those people that say he's a mass murderer and whatnot, here's the thing. Many people say that Frank Castle is a serial killer. Well, what is a serial killer? By definition, a serial killer is somebody that has no clear motive and apparently enjoys it. Yeah, Frank may enjoy killing certain people. And two, he has clear motivations due to his trauma. So, all that being said, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say about. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try to make this a regular thing. But yeah, peace.